Well, I got to see the movie on Wednesday. Loved it. It was great.
Good.
And I have to say, Neville's parts were some of my favorite. What was it like for you to sort of play the hero this time around and to be a new sort of guy?
It was brilliant. You know, as an actor, you want to feel involved in whatever you're doing, and you want to feel like your character takes a journey, and that journey affects the outcome of the picture. And I really felt like that this year. And you know, Neville's such an amazing character. He's so inspirational. What J.K. Rowling did with him, to take that, you know, that shy, bumbling little boy who was bullied and was afraid of his own shadow, and to take him into this unlikeliest of heroes, the saviour of the wizarding world. It's such an inspiring message for, you know, young people around the world that are having a rubbish time at school or whatever. And I just I feel very proud to have been able to play that, and particularly in this last film, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I know lots of people that Neville's one of their favorite characters. Why do you think he's so beloved to so many people, that people connect to him?
Yeah, I think it's the fact that people can relate to him, and people love an underdog story, you know? People love it when characters come through adversity, and Neville really is the epitome of that, and I think that's a wonderful message, and that's why I think Neville is a hero. And also you know, the things that he stands for, you know, because he's terrified all the way through the early films. He's terrified, but he still wants to do the right thing, and that's courage, you know, still doing the right thing despite crippling fear. And it's his loyalty to his friends, and his, you know, his love for them and his parents that keep him going, and they're really, you know, heroic and honourable traits, really, and that's why I think people like Neville. In the early days, you know, I was 10 when I went from audition, 11 when we started. Neville and I were very similar. You know, there wasn't that much acting involved in the early days. I was short, chubby, and I was pretty shy, and I was a nervous wreck when we started filming, you know, thinking I was going to be on this huge Hollywood movie, and yeah, we were very similar. And a lot of that fear you see in the early films is probably just me being scared of being on set with all these people. But then as he grew, so did I. I had to wear a fat suit for a long time, which was, it was almost a full body thing. It sort of started just above the knee and then went up over the shoulders, zipped at the back. You know, big, huge belly. I hated that. It was so warm, you see, and with the studio lights, it's really hot, and to drink a lot of water, and then obviously it's not easy to go to the loo in a fat suit, so that was hard work. I had false teeth for a few films. Again, didn't like those. I had bits of plastic that they glued onto the back of my ears to stick my ears out. I had rubbish hair. My hair was rubbish. Lots of knitwear, lots of cardigans. Shoes were too big for me. Yeah, I had all kinds of little ways to try and make me more like Neville. From the story that J.K. Rowling was trying to convey, I think, and what I gathered from the stories was just, you know, just core values of tolerance and respect and friendship and loyalty and doing the right thing, and love is the main one, you know, that she was so focused on throughout all the years was love. It's ultimately what kept Harry alive in the very first film, and it's what defeats Voldemort at the end. And yeah, I mean, what a lovely message to convey that love is all you need. And yeah, I think that's fantastic. From a film point of view, we want people to, you know, watch these films and then go back and read the books if they haven't already, because, you know, literature is so crucial to our society. And it seems to be dwindling a great deal, and it's a shame because there's a lot of good books out there that haven't been made into films, and people should go back and read. No, I don't, and for the first time in a decade I have that feeling, and it's exciting, it's refreshing, you know. But I've been doing a play for the last 6 months, which was tough, but I learnt a tremendous amount, and it's filled me with a renewed confidence, really, a belief that I can do other stuff, and I'm not just Neville Longbottom. And so I'm looking forward to taking what I've learned and my experiences into different new things, and I've got a few meetings and stuff in London, and a few scripts I've got to read, and it's yeah, it's very overwhelming, but it's an exciting time. Well, we share a bond that's unique to us, really. You know, we were all in the same boat when we started, you know, roughly the same ages, and we grew up on these film sets, and I don't think there's many people that can understand that. I think I heard somebody say yesterday, and I'm going to steal it, they said Ringo Starr said that nobody could understand what it was like to be on the inside of, you know, to be a Beatle, but before Beatles themselves. And it's like that, you know, nobody can really appreciate what it's like to be doing this film. Because, you know, apart from us guys and each other, and that's kept us really tight and together, and that chemistry you can see very early on in the films, and it developed very quickly, and it really shows, and it's stayed ever since.